Good morning. I'll focus in on, excuse me, two things in the Herald today. One, firstly, an excellent letter from Weir, a regular and fine contributor to the Herald, understands his nationalism, if you like, commitment to independence very clearly, and his letters are often devastating rebuttals of unionist nonsense or a simple analysis of a complex situation. And the Herald's given it pole position, so thanks Herald for that. And it's headed, "So, is Scotland to be a national entity or a possession?" And G.R. Weir really goes into this, what the Supreme Court has to consider. And I know people don't like being urged to read something and told this is a must-read, but that's the function I try to discharge on Twitter. Look at what I like, what I think is informative, what's positive for the independence movement, and offer it as one Scottish voter, one Scottish independence voter's opinion. So I would urge you to read that if you can. There was some problems of the online edition coming up today. So there's always the print edition, which I must say I prefer, and I'm a subscriber and read it regularly. The other interesting article is, as they always are, from Adam Tomkins. Now you may think it odd that I, as an independent supporter, would, to a significant degree, admire the writing of Adam Tomkins. Very definitely a conservative, as he reiterates frequently in his article. I have to say his career in the Parliament I thought was less than glorious, but that's a personal opinion. He's talking about the candidates today, and as I've said often about Adam Tomkins, because he's a lawyer and a professor of law, he writes well, he writes in a structured fashion, he is not cavalier with facts, but his emotional and political commitment to conservatism comes through at every level. He's a Tory, and which means I don't agree with him in a whole range of conclusions. The headline of his article today is "The Key Issues Absent from the Ghastly TV Leadership Debates." Now, if I had a summary to offer of all of what Adam says here, which is rather unfair to encapsulate his whatever 1,000 or 1,200 words in a sentence, he's basically saying there was nothing wrong with the candidates or the Tory prospectus. It's all the fault of television and the TV producers. Well, make of that what you will. He gives some very revealing statements. Here's one. Boris Johnson was never really a conservative. He was a showman, an asset to the party when he was an election winner, but someone always likely to be jettisoned at the first opportunity once he became an electoral liability. And so it proved. And so Adam proves in his perhaps slightly unaware revelation of just what Tories are. They're a political power grouping. Power is their motivation. They will do anything to gain it. The electorate comes way down in their true considerations. However, the electorate is a necessity evil in a democracy to get Tories into power. So that's exactly, as he says, what they did with Boris. They knew all his failings. They knew everything that was wrong with his judgment, his personal style, his view of politics, his erratic behaviour, his personal morality, his lying. They went ahead totally expediently because he was an electoral asset, got them elected, stuck with him and stoutly defended him in all these crimes and misdemeanours, one might say, until it became inevitable that he was damaging the Tory image and vote after 12 years of Tory government in this country. So there's Adam. Read him. He always has useful things to say. And I have a useful thing to say. Don't ever, ever, vote Tory. Don't ever think a Tory vote in any context, in England, Wales, Northern Ireland or Scotland, will do anything for your democratic aspirations. I don't like Tories, had you guessed.